Hello, welcome, and thank you for joining us on another coffee break session here at Empowered Virtual Services. Hello, everyone who has joined us on Facebook and on Kumo. Maayong buntag, maayong udto, maayong palis, maayong hapon, o maayong gabi kaninyong tanan. So I'm Marvin, and also known as Marvs, and today we'll be having another special guest to join us in our coffee break session. But before we get started, say hello to my lovely and beautiful, one of a kind super mom, and my co-host for today, Yona.
Hello, everybody. Magandang hapon, and hello to Facebook, to everybody who's joined us on Facebook as well as on Kumu. Magandang hapon to everybody. I'm Yona. I'm the founder of EVS and Kaya Services. I'm absolutely passionate about empowering people, particularly virtual assistants, Filipino virtual assistants, and business owners who are equally as passionate about helping others.
Session inspire and more importantly empower aspiring and seasoned virtual assistants.
Yes, definitely, Marvs. And we also want to provide a platform for local businesses like cafes and bakeries. Basically, the type of businesses that would be really great at partnering up with our coffee breaks. And, we want to use this platform to support them in their pursuit to grow their small business too, especially during these unusual times. Now, today, we are proudly supporting and collaborating with a local business, which is called Bake and Season, owned by Julian Claveria, which is located in Quezon City, Philippines.
Wow.
So we will be, we'll be able to share more information about Bake and Season, but we are definitely, proudly supporting and collaborating with them. So this is pretty exciting.
Yeah,
Now
very
they
excited
specialize. Yeah, it is, isn't it? They specialize in made-to-order bread and pastries that are guaranteed fresh upon delivery, which is really cool. And we have an exciting promo that we'll be sharing later in the show. So be sure that everybody sticks around till the end of our coffee break. But for now, we'll be speaking to one of our full-time administrative assistants in Kaya Services.
Yeah, so without further ado, let's introduce our special guest for our coffee break session for today, Madi Acol.
Hey guys, I am
Hello,
so
Madi.
glad to be here. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Oh, it's really a pleasure to have you. Now, just for everybody's information, Maddie is, she's a Kaya's full-time administrative assistant. Now she's been with Kaya Services for about 1 year and 3 months or so. And when she's not working, she usually loves watching vlogs and perhaps start her own vlog. And she finds the time in taking care of her dogs and her plants. And she supports the whole movement of caring for the environment and banning animal cruelty. So again, welcome, Maddie, to our EVS coffee break.
Welcome, Madi.
Yay, welcome to myself.
How are you today on this beautiful Friday?
So good. I mean, I'm so thrilled to be here. I couldn't wait. Like it was halfway before my shift. I was fidgeting and just thinking about what's gonna happen later. So here I am, so excited.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm glad that that's the case. So would it be okay if we asked you some questions about your, VA journey to date?
Of course. So,
Yeah, so
yeah.
yeah, okay, so Maddie, are you ready? I'm just kidding. Just relax. We'll have a fun time today. So, for your first question, what made you decide to become a home-based virtual assistant?
Okay, so I worked at a corporate setting for, I would say, about a decade. And there are a lot of factors that contributed to me deciding to work from home, particularly the travel time to and fro to work. It's really exhausting and very taxing, and like just 3 hours of your day to spend just preparing and stuff. So
Wow.
yeah, it's and sometimes when it's like this, like bad weather, it's so hard to just get out of your bed and just prepare and go to the office. So I didn't really like that because I'm really not a morning person. And then of course, I started venturing into like an online business when I was younger, and I felt like I'm speaking like I'm so much older, but I feel like I really wanted to try the path of entrepreneurship millennial version. Like the people now who are becoming successful in terms of business and doing stuff are not the people that are working 9 to 5 and just going out of the office, and that's the only time that life happens. So I didn't really want to be like that. I wanted to try and venture into something that I would feel like I can be successful and try if I would succeed. So yeah, that pushed me to actually start working from home just to save time and of course to like push through with my personal endeavors.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I know. I know particularly that when it's raining, like you mentioned, when it's bad weather and it's raining there in the Philippines, it's actually quite hard as well to get public transport. Because I
Yeah.
remember, even just getting an Uber, well, before, and Grab, like it was really hard when there's a storm and you pretty much
Oh,
have to just wait around until like 10 p.m. at night just to get a Grab, because that literally happened to us one time. We were at the mall, and it was raining so hard, and it was a Friday, and I'm sure you can imagine like people were just waiting in line, and so yeah, I can just imagine how much more time you've now saved by working from home. That's pretty cool. Now, what were your beginnings like as a VA?
so it wasn't really easy for me to start with, just because I don't really have any idea or there's no one to guide me to start off with working from home. But I just banked with my experience. Like luckily for me, with the times that I've been working at a corporate setting, I've been through different departments and I acquired skills that are helpful. And it was my capital in starting the work from home setting. So I just started applying. I did a lot of applications, those that I see that fit my skills. And luckily, I initially landed a client that is based in Canada. I worked there for about for almost a year, I think, and then I worked there as a senior, as a manager for their HR department. But eventually, it has to close down, and I'm back to zero again. But it well, I wasn't really like frightened at that time that I lost my client, just because I had the feeling of how it's like to work from home, and I was much more confident that I can find something new. So yeah, that's where I encountered Kaya services, and luckily for me, yeah, Kaya is my second client, I would say, and luckily for me, I didn't find any other, you know, clients of when I joined Kaya. I was really contented when I was part of the team.
Wow.
Woohoo! That's awesome.
Yeah, that's really awesome. So yeah, additional question. I understand that when you started with Team Kaya, you were Yona's executive assistant, and then you were transitioned to become a full-time client VA. So can you share with us how your journey has been so far, at least for the past year?
Yeah, of course. It was a very exciting time when I was working with Yona.
No pressure. I'm just here. No pressure.
How's Yona as a boss?
She's like, it's like you're working with 5 women. Like she has different. She's so busy, and she has this idea, and then another one, and then there's another one, and she's got a lot of things going on. So you're like supporting 5 different women, but it's only one. That's how hectic her schedule is. And but I had so much fun, working with Fiona. I would say she's the best, one of the best person I've worked so far. I'm not saying that because they're here. I'm just being honest, you know that. So I was when she offered me to start as a part-time with this particular client, I said yes because at that time I know we were having like difficulty finding the best person to fit on the part-time role. So I said, okay, yes, I'll try that. And so it was kind of like I was very doubtful when she said that if I'm okay to go full time because I didn't want to leave her. I was so clingy. I enjoyed so much working with her. So I was really like, oh, am I gonna take this? But okay, knowing that if I take that role, I'd help the reach the goal of Kaya, which is to promote the Filipino workforce to Australians and kind of like help the Filipinos as well. So it's a simple way for me to actually help with the team, mission. So yeah, and then when I started going full time, it wasn't really a huge adjustment for me because, like I said, the task that involved with me working with this particular client is something that I was confident that I can perform because that's just like the task that I do before with my previous department. And if you just have this initiative and you just know how to learn those stuff, and if you're just willing to ask, you won't have a hard time, um, working with these people. So yeah, up until now, I would say I've worked with them with almost a year, I believe, and going I'm going good. I mean, I enjoyed working with PMC. Oh no, am I supposed to say that?
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. No, it's. I'm really. I'm so happy that that's what you said. It has come from the heart. And at first I was struggling a little bit to let you go, but I know that because of how we worked together, I knew how you operated as well. So I was more than happy to kind of like let you free away from me. And so that, because I knew that you would represent Team Kaya really well, and you did. We received feedback from them almost immediately, which was really, really great. And like you said, we are about empowering Filipino virtual assistants and, putting us on a really great light. And you did that, and it's amazing. And like right now we have like an additional there's like 4 of you, and we've had to add more, like two other VAs after you. So it's really, really exciting. That 4 full-timers there at that particular client, which is amazing, and they're really, really super good too. So what would you say is like, do you enjoy the most with your full-time client?
First of all, I would say that they're just like a great team to work with. I super enjoyed their work ethics, and they're very straightforward people. So you won't have to like overthink of things. Um, for example, if you did something that you're not comfortable in doing and you think that you did something wrong, you can just ask them, how did you find my work? And they can abruptly say that, hey, this is what you need to do. I think you can improve this and that. And they say it in a way that you won't be offended. Um, I don't know. They're such a great team, and I really like the company culture. They're very open, they're very welcoming, and everything that you need to know. If they can't provide it right away, they would they would go out of their way to help you out, even though they're so busy. And that's what I like about these people. And of course, the fact that they treat you like a member of the team. It's gonna be hard because we are working offshore, and then they're in Australia, and sometimes they have these celebrations. And how are we supposed to be involved, right? But they find a way, and it just makes you fulfilled and happy being part of that kind of working environment.
Oh, that is so amazing. I love hearing that. And you know what? I think it really comes down to also that Australian culture. We we are professional, but at the same time, we are also relaxed and respectful at the same time. So it's pretty amazing, and I'm glad that you're having that first-hand experience of the type of clients we love to work with. They are really the type of clients we do love, because they do love empowering their team, whether you're onshore or offshore. They are the type of clients that actually really work hard to make sure that their team are they value. I guess I think that's the best way to say it. They value their team, so that's really, really cool. Well, when you think about like being a VA and like the types of skills that a VA would have, what would you say would be like the top, like the important skill that a VA must have?
I guess at the top of my list, it's going to be being attentive to details. Not only with being a VA, but pretty much with every work that you're going to do, you need to be attentive to the details just to make sure that you won't have to redo, and just to save everybody's time and make sure that you're performing excellently. Yeah, I think that's number one. Next is you gotta have a genuine concern with the team or the organization or in the company that you're working with, in the sense that if you have this genuine concern, you won't treat your your work as, okay, it's 5 o'clock, I need to go. Whatever happens, I'm out of here. If you're concerned, then you would say, oh, okay, so my client is still following up on this particular client. I can't leave them yet. I need to make sure that everything's okay before I actually leave. And that kind of like builds a healthy relationship between you and the client. I won't say that you don't need to expect that you be recognized each and every time, but at least it's a satisfaction in you that you're able to actually help and do your role to the organization. That's something that would help you be in that particular role in the long run. Because sometimes working from home, you lose a lot of motivation if it's just you. There's no team members. Your client is not there to check on you every time. So you have to find a way to be inspired and be motivated. And one way of doing that is to have a sense of fulfillment with the job that you're doing. And of course, be proactive. Proactive. If you don't know what you're doing, say it. If you need help, say it. But it's not. You also have to balance that. You don't have to ask them each and everything that you need to do, and make sure that the things that you ask them is something that is worth asking, to avoid wasting their time. So it's basically just trying to see where you are at in your team, and strive to fill the role that you're supposed to do, and be so much more than what you're expected. Yeah.
Amazing. I think you've pretty much wrapped up the reason why I've missed you. No, I think to sum up pretty much what Madi has said, I think it's one of the things that I really enjoyed working with you is because you've got a good work ethic, and it's shown in your attitude and just the way you've responded to that, and so. It's really, really great to see that, you're flourishing. You're absolutely flourishing in your role. And I know for sure you're just going to keep going stronger and stronger. But on a personal note, what are your plans? Because I know that you and Mr. Madi had wedding plans earlier this year. So what's happening on that front?
I don't know. I don't have plans yet. we can't make any plans with the wedding specifically because my parents in particular, is not yet here in Manila. They're in Bohol. And without them, we can push through with the wedding. So we don't know what's going to happen next year or whatever. But if they're able to fly over here, then that's the time that we start making plans. It's just that I was saddened the other day because I was asked by the shop to pick up my wedding gown.
Wow.
Hey, when are you going to pick up your wedding gown? It's ready. And I was like, I don't know when we're going to get married yet. Can you just stay there for like few months or more? And I said, no, we have to pick it up. So we had to pick it up. And
so you've got it at home?
Yeah. It's now in my room, and I was like, what am I gonna do with you? In the next few months, I'm absolutely sure that my size will still change because The time we had it fitted, it's just so like the shoulder length is just not fit. My boob was just smaller this time because I was working out, and I was like, oh my god, I was working out to have muscles, but I lost fat in not the right places. That's the yeah.
Oh,
And yeah, it was kind of sad, but at the same time, it's just kind of like, hey, it's a reminder that you need to make plans already. It's been more than 6 months that you weren't doing anything so special, and yeah, I think it's a reminder for me, I guess.
no, I think it's okay. Like, don't get sad. It's now that you've got your dress with you, it is a definite sign that it will be happening, and it will be
Yeah,
happening soon before you lose any more weight. And then maybe you might need to, if it's possible, you might need to just fly over to Bohol or something like that.
mm,
Just to try to see if there's any way at all to make things happen. But
Yeah,
the
and
problem is that both my parents and Mr. Maddie's parents are over 65 years old and they're not allowed to fly. So we were
mm,
Oh,
thinking if we can go to Bohol, his family and I, then we can get married there. But when we checked, oh no, they can't fly. It goes both ways. So it's just sad that we can't do anything at the moment.
oh,
But
oh,
okay.
I'm not actually forcing anything, just because in this pandemic, it's so much to take in, and I don't want to force myself in achieving this and performing and doing the plans. Just being able to breathe and being able to survive this pandemic, it's a huge achievement already. So that's I don't
True.
want to push myself so hard.
Well,
So
it's you're doing well anyway. So, and the fact is, you're surrounded by your beautiful family, and you've got a little munchkin that's like, keeping you company there at the house. So at least it's going to be good. And like you said, yes, breathing and being alive and being with family is a good thing
yeah.
now more than ever.
yeah. So, Maddie, what are three things you would like to share with our EVS community?
Okay. For I guess this goes out to the people who would like to try and venture in this work from home setup. First is you have to find a niche and focus on it. There are a lot of different job roles that you can find when trying to work from home, and it sometimes it might be confusing, but you have to find a niche in where you see yourself flourishing, the type where you already have a skill and you can start working on it already, and by the time that you were able to test the waters, you'll already know which ones you'd like to push through and develop yourself from there. Second would be selective in finding a client. That's very, very important. As much as you needed a job or you need something to start with your plans already, you need to be. It's just not the client that is looking for you. You are also looking for a client. You're hiring them as well. So you have to have this standard. You have to have a description of these people that you want to work with. Otherwise, you might end up, abusing yourself, because there are a lot of abusive clients out there. If you don't know your limitations and standards, you have to set that up, and of course find a client that is in line with your mission and with your goals, and someone who is who nourishes you as well, and cares for you, not only with your output but you as a person. And lastly, don't be scared to say no and learn to prioritize. Don't be scared to say no if you don't know what they want you to do. And say, okay, no, I don't know how to do that, but if you teach me, then probably I can do it. If there are a lot of workloads and you can't breathe anymore, say, hey, no, there's still a lot of things that are going on right now, but I will prioritize which ones I can do. Just saying no to take care of yourself because you're not a machine. And at the same time, when you take care of yourself, your mental state and your emotional state, you'd be able to provide the best version of you as a virtual assistant for your clients. So, yeah.
That is amazing. And see, like, that is exactly, the reason why you have absolutely flourished with us at, EVS and Team Kaya. Your attitude, your work ethic, and just your outlook in life is, it's really inspiring. It is inspiring for me because you are the type of person that I absolutely enjoy working with, and the type of person that we want to continue to empower. And I know with having yourself as a part of the team, we will be able to continue with that ripple effect of empowering others. And so, thank you so much, Madi, for joining us today and for giving us insight into your experience with EVS and Team Kaya. You just know that you are a valued team member, and really, really enjoy having you on our team. And we look forward to really seeing you grow even more. And yeah, we can't wait to celebrate at your wedding. Just joking.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
Yeah, and
Thank
that
you,
was
Madi.
fun. Yeah, and that was very fun. Thank you again, Maddie, for joining us today, and hope you had a wonderful day with us.
Of course. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh wow, that's so awesome. Well, that was really fun. That was really it was really good insight, and
Yeah.
it just shows how important it is to have a really good work ethic when working as a virtual assistant, and really being able to have that attitude to really show and demonstrate to the world like how amazing Filipino virtual assistants are. It's one of those things that we've got so many virtual assistants coming from the Philippines, but really, having ones that are empowered like Maddie and yourself and the rest of the team, it's really amazing, and I'm so proud that everybody is being being a good leader and demonstrating exactly what it is to be an empowered virtual assistant. So that's amazing. But now, before we end our coffee break, I thought it would be an opportunity for us to, talk about what we were talking about earlier. So I mentioned earlier that, we wanted our EVS coffee breaks to also be a platform for local businesses like cafes and bakeries to promote their business, especially during these unusual times. And we thought it'd be great to actually partner up with people with businesses that, that we could partner up with regards to our coffee break, right, Moms?
Yeah.
And so I wanted to take this opportunity to do a massive shout out to this week's EVS coffee break collaboration partner. They're called Bake and Season. They are based in Quezon City. Now, this bakery is owned by Julian Claveria, who is a professional chef. And he is also the man friend of my beautiful cousin, CJ. It's really exciting that we're able to feature Julian and his amazing business, Bake and Season. And they specialize in all things yummy baked goodies. So, I'm at the moment, they're probably really shocked to see their faces on the screen right now. So, I wanted to just, give a shout out to them.
Yeah. So, well, guys, remember about the exciting promo we mentioned earlier in collaboration with Bake and Season. Well, EVS Coffee Break and Bake and Season have put together an amazing offer for the first 5 order received with the promo code EVS Coffee Break. Again, the promo code is EVS Coffee Break, and there it is, the special coffee
Awesome.
break. And yeah,
That's awesome. We wanted to get everyone to please check out their Facebook page, as you can see, and take a look at their baked goodies, which is perfect for our next coffee break and your merienda every day, especially when it's with EVS. Now, their signature is the chocolate crinkles, which is only 250 pesos for a box of 10. Now, guys, it's not the usual small size crinkles. They are actual palm size. So that's pretty amazing. So we've got the palm size crinkles, which is really, really exciting. See how big they are? How amazing is that? That is pretty. I want one now.
Yeah. Uh, can I order one? Do you have a delivery? So, they also bake delicious ubi pandis, cheese pandesal, which is 180 for 10 pieces, and of course they have the classic pandesal and old-fashioned donuts, which we love. Okay.
Yes, guys. So again, as you can see on the screen right now, don't miss out on the special promo that we've put together, especially for our EVS Coffee Break viewers, which we've partnered up with Bake and Season. So again, for our EVS Coffee Break viewers, for the first 5 orders received by Bake and Season with the promo code EVS Coffee Break, you will receive free delivery within Metro Manila. How awesome is that?
And yeah, they also said that they are now accepting pre-orders on the chat. So yeah, thank you, Bake and Season.
That's
So
awesome.
maybe I should order the first 5 so I can have all the.
I don't know if we'd be allowed to do that, but I actually asked them if they could send me some to Australia. But yeah, we're so excited that we are going to have them on, and it's we will have them on in the future. In the near future, which is really amazing. So thank you, Julian from Bacon Season, and to my beautiful cousin CJ for partnering up with Empowered Virtual Services. We appreciate you joining us for our EVS coffee break this week, and we look forward to many more collaborations with you both. So I guess we should go now. We've had a really good chat during our coffee break merienda, and we can dream about all of those yummy baked goodies. I really wish that I could have one of those crinkles, like those massive crinkles as big as my face. And thank you again, everyone. Maraming salamat to all the EVS coffee breakers. We'll see you all again next Friday, and maraming salamat to all of our Kumu viewers as well, guys. Thank you, and we'll see you again next Friday, same time and same place.
Thank you so much, everyone. And again, maraming salamat sa viewers on Kumu and on Facebook. Bye.
Bye.